In this video segment, we're going to take a look at corner cabinets in Chief Architect. On the screen, I have several different variations of both wall cabinet corners and base cabinet corners, ranging from a diagonal front, pie front, and a blind corner cabinet. Let's go into the program and take a look at these different cabinet combinations. And when you place a cabinet in Chief Architect, using the base cabinet tool, when I come and approach the corner of the room, move the cursor towards the corner, the outline of the cabinet becomes a corner cabinet, and when you click and place it, it will become a corner cabinet. You can modify that corner cabinet simply by double-clicking, open it up, and if you want to change the front of this to a pie cabinet, down in the lower section of the dialog is the diagonal door. If you remove that, it will become a pie cabinet. That back on, the other option is to place a Lazy Susan. And when I select that, notice what happens to the cabinet label and in the plan view. You can see both the label and the outline of the Lazy Susan. In the wall cabinet, it works very similar. When you place a wall cabinet, again, when you approach the corner, it will place the default corner cabinet. And then again, if you select, you may have to press the tab key to get it, open up that cabinet. You can then change the style of the cabinet, make it a pie-shaped cabinet. Go ahead and put that back. You can also check and include that it has a Lazy Susan. Let me put that back as a diagonal cabinet. Now the other thing is, sometimes your label will get stepped on in corner cabinets. So again, what I'll do is just select that corner cabinet, select the move handle, pull it out, and rotate that label around. If you want to create a corner cabinet in the middle of the room, let me just place a cabinet out here. You can change that cabinet property simply by opening up the cabinet, choosing that it's a corner cabinet, and when you do that, you're going to get a message indicating that the cabinet's width must be greater than the depth before it's changed. So in that case, I'm going to come into the width, and I'm just going to increase that to 36 inches. And then I can go back up and change the cabinet style and type to a corner. And again, you can make the different changes down here in the options. Once you have that, you can rotate it and then position that cabinet back into place. That's how you create a corner cabinet in the center of your room. And of course, there's different cabinet styles that you can create out of the cabinet types. The next cabinet type is a blind corner cabinet. Using the cabinet tool, I click and place a cabinet. Let me just bump that against the wall, and I'm just going to make that a 48-inch box. And when I place another cabinet against the wall in this direction, and then I bump the cabinet, notice that it becomes a blind corner cabinet. Let me just grab that label and pull it out. My automatic label updated to indicate that it's a blind corner cabinet. Now why did that happen? If you take a look at your defaults in your cabinet settings, there's a setting called underneath your general cabinet to automatically create blind corner cabinets. If you don't want that behavior to take place, which I do not like, you can uncheck that. I also uncheck automatic fillers. When you uncheck that option, then that setting is actually gone, and notice that the cabinet label updates. Now there's another way to create another blind corner cabinet. The way I like to create a blind corner cabinet is in the cabinet dialog. If you just click on the front of the face item, I'm going to delete that drawer off of there for the blind corner cabinet. So I have one large opening, and at the top of the cabinet, I'm on the vertical layout parent. There's a split vertical, and I'm just going to click that, create two different face items. And then on the face item on the left, I'm just going to change that to be something like a blank area. And that's the way that I prefer to create the blind corner cabinet. You may want to increase that face item, but in the width, select OK, and now you can slide this cabinet over and bump it into place. Probably remove the drawer off of that cabinet, and now you have a blind corner cabinet condition. And the last thing I might do to that blind corner cabinet is change the label. In the label panel, I'll come in and specify the label is a blind corner, and then I'm just going to grab a macro for the width, and then if I ever decide to resize it, that label is dynamic. Now on the upper wall cabinet, that is a diagonal face, let's say I want to create a curved or bow front cabinet. In that case, you can come in, there's a bow depth, and I'll just put in a -3 inches, and you'll see that in the 3D view it creates the bow on it. It also has crown molding that will wrap. Well, that wraps up the video on creating corner cabinets for your base and wall cabinets. If you have any questions about that, please refer to the help file, or also there are some nice articles in our support center. Thanks for watching.